What's going on, everybody? C4 today, bringing the newest episode of Super Bowl or Bust. The debut episode did not go over well in terms of the success that we were looking for. We moved Tony Romo to the Houston Texans, expecting them to at least make the playoffs and letting us take over the steering wheel and try to drive and steer that motherfucking bus to a title. We went 3-13. So many people, including myself, think and believe that Tony Romo could be the answer there in Houston. A little band-aid, if you will, at the quarterback spot, but just enough to get that team over the hump. So maybe what we've found here, at least in relation to Madden simulation, is one player may not be enough, but to be fair, we do have plans to use Julio Jones, Le'Veon Bell, Gronkowski. Those guys are 99s. Those guys are absolute game changers. Tony Romo, 30-some fucking years old. He's old man, and he only has an 85 overall rating. So maybe that's not enough to shift it into our favor. But we're going to have another good opportunity here to see just another scope, because we're using multiple players. As you can tell by the thumbnail or the title, we have decided on the team with the weakest offensive line consistently, like even their fucking GM and coaches and stuff make fun and make light of their offensive line. We decided to take the best offensive line in football, the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, and add them here to Seattle to protect Russell Wilson. So we got Tyron Smith at left tackle, Ron Lear at left guard, Travis Frederick at center, Zach Martin at right guard, and we got Doug Free, the great Doug Free, probably the strongest player on the Dallas Cowboys offensive line here, playing at right tackle. Outside of that, obviously, Jimmy Graham's a beast, Doug Baldwin's a beast, Rawls, Curse, Lockett, good role players. We got Marcel Reese at fullback, Russell Wilson at quarterback. Defense, you know what it is. Sherman, Averill, fucking Michael Bennett. Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas, the linebackers are beasts. So we should definitely, at the very least, get ourselves into playoff contention. So what we're doing, just to make this series, it's kind of a myth-bustery, not intended to be a nice long-haul video. I think I hold you guys long enough with the connected franchise modes. So, if this does go longer, that means we found some success and can get into the playoffs, because how we're doing every episode of this series. And always, guys, continue to leave comments and suggestions in the comment section below about some other combinations I guess I could use throughout this series. We're just going to sim straight to the playoffs. Sometimes it'll be a fucking 6-minute video because we didn't even have an opportunity, like we saw in the first debut episode where the Tony Romo to the Texans absolutely fucking burnt up. After this one, I'm going to give Romo one more redemption. I think the next episode will be Tony Romo going to the Denver Broncos. The Broncos and the Texans are the two big playoff teams that are, most people consider a quarterback away. So maybe we'll see if we can get better success with Tony Romo on the Broncos. I think the Broncos and the Texans roster are fairly similar. So, maybe we're not going to see that drastic of a result. Both those teams, maybe it's the weak offensive line. I'm not exactly sure. But because of the offensive line, let's see how important that is by giving Russell Wilson on a team. Again, we can't just say the Texans are a shit team. They're a playoff team. So they just, with Romo was not the answer. So maybe, just maybe, 4 new players as opposed to 1 will be enough to get us into the playoffs. At least an opportunity. It'd be nice even with this to get a bye. So we're going to see what we can do here. Imagine Russell Wilson and Thomas Rawls will have nice seasons having an absolute clean pocket. They'll get to experience exactly what Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott get to deal with all season long, and maybe deal with. Maybe more so not dealing with. How many times? Outside of the fucking... again, I don't watch a whole lot of Dallas Cowboy games that go to my way, but outside of the first matchup where the Dallas beat Philly in overtime, we pressured the shit out of Dak Prescott. It was probably one of his worst games that he had all in the regular season. Yeah, he didn't have to deal with shit. He had the cleanest pocket in the fucking league. So what can that clean pocket do with an actual all-star quarterback like Russell Wilson? Not shitting Dak. Dak's a good rookie. He's a good prospect. That's what he is, though. He's a good fucking prospect. I'm not even going to bring Carson Wentz into things, but Dak Prescott is not on Russell Wilson's level right now. So let's see what we can do with Russell Wilson. As any given second now, we will see our record. I'm going to guess, just because the Seahawks usually are a playoff team regardless of their trash offensive line. We probably got ourselves a nice little bye here. Yes, we do. We got in the Divisional Championship. We finished with a 13-3 record. So it seems like the whole is greater than the sum. Would that be the correct term? As opposed to just using one Tony Romo, an entire offensive line was able to get it done here. So on the season, Russell Wilson, 4,200 passing yards, 16 touchdowns, 4 picks, only 14 picks, sorry. Only sacked 10 times. We got 1,300 yards, 5 touchdowns. Oh my God, the running attack ran all over them. Graham had a nice year. Baldwin, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Lockett, 600. There you go. Everyone here pretty much looks solid on the defensive side of the ball. What do we got here? 9.5, 9.5 for Bennett and Averill, and we got some decent interception numbers. Bobby Wagner was 6. Legion of Boom was on fire. We will see the Legion of Boom in a former episode, or not a former episode, come on, use your words properly. An upcoming episode where we're going to take the entire Legion of Boom and put them on the Cleveland Browns and see what that fucking does. I expect a small episode on that one. Let's see the blocking. How many sacks were given up? No sacks, no sacks, no sacks. Look at that. Doug Free, classic Doug Free. Fucking only starter really that gave up any sacks. It's embarrassing, Doug. Step it up, Doug. All right, we're actually get to play here a little bit. So let's move to the divisional round. We got that first round bye as Bobby Wagner got himself a defensive player of the year. All right. See what we can do. We'll just play the moments. Like I said, this is not any super lengthy series. This one here, there we go. We finally made the playoffs. Episode 2. I was a little bit worried that, every single year we weren't going to make the playoffs, and this series was going to be rather short-lived. I think it's, it's kind of interesting for me to see, fantasy-wise, what moves really need to be made for teams to make the next step. I don't think, saying that Seattle needs the exact same carbon copy offensive line that Dallas Cowboy has, a little bit of a stretch, but 13-3, that's pretty goddamn good. Isn't that what the Cowboys record was this year? 13-3. So does that mean C4 that Dak Prescott's as good as Russell Wilson? Clearly it does. But what is the next one? Yeah, the next episode I'll be doing Tony Romo to the Denver Broncos, and I think after that, just to kind of stay with the balance, I think I'm going to move the Legion of Boom to the Cleveland Browns. I know moving Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers maybe to the Browns could be something you guys may want to catch at a later date. But yeah, keep shooting your ideas away of what you want to see for these. I was thinking about doing these as a live stream, but because sometimes these videos will probably be half hour, sometimes I don't think they'll ever be over more than an hour. But then, from a half hour to if it's a failed project, it's going to be literally like, 2 seconds. It's going to be like a 6-minute video. It's not worth the live stream. Plus, it's hard for me to gauge and get your guys' responses because the live stream, once it's gone in the chat, it's gone. As we hit Doug Baldwin there for the deep touchdown, this is going to be a bad day for Chicago. I can tell you that right now. But again, it's not that drastic. We're going to be using the Browns. We're going to be using the Colts. We're going to be using the Titans, the Eagles. Teams that aren't necessarily Super Bowl caliber. I think you probably could consider. Oh, we throw the shuffle pass to Marcel Reese. Oh, the fullback. Oh, what a play. Down to the 1. I love that play. That was like a shuffle pass. There you go. Red zone, huh? Okay, let's get beyond this good offensive line. Do what we do best. And that is the C4 special to the outside, to the left. It's not the C4 special if it's to the right, I don't think. I don't think we can call it that. It has to be the pitch to the left. As Marcel Reese is sick and tired of people saying he's only a receiving fullback because he gets a nice little edge block there as Rawls goes in untouched as this game is quickly getting out of hand. Oh, red zone again, huh? I guess we'll take over here. Hit it with a C4 special. I don't like it though when it's on the left hash. I like the other half. Gives me a little bit more room to work. But there you go. Doesn't fucking matter. Great offensive line. Untouched. This game's over. Look at that. Don't even. Mercy rule here. We'll just go into the championship round here. Pull our starters. Let everyone get some rest. They've earned it. How the fuck did Chicago even make the playoffs? Jordan Howard's back must be killing him if they made the playoffs. There we go, 31-6 victory. Dallas Cowboys offensive line. I don't think Russell Wilson got sacked once. We saw, great plays from the running attack. Two C4 specials, unfucking touched. It was brilliant. Cool. I'm good though. I'm good with the Ultimate Team. Thanks for shoving it in my face, but I'm good though, bro. Thanks. All right. Let's get it. And the conference championship, we're gonna take on. I'm gonna guess the Atlanta Falcons. That's my bold prediction. They seem to, after the rosters get updated. Oh no, the Green Bay Packers. All right, this may be a tough game. I probably am actually gonna record the Browns one after this because I think, let's be honest, that's probably gonna be a short one. I think the Browns need more than just the Legion of Boom. I may bring Bobby Wagner with them just cause I feel bad for the Browns. But you don't want to add too many things. But then it comes, I'm just making a fucking fantasy team on. I mean, you can't, if you take it that seriously, then you're totally missing the concept of this series. But obviously I don't want to just be like, what if I take the Legion of Boom? I take J.J. Watt, and then on the offense I put Julio Jones and Aaron Rodgers. Will he win? Obviously we'll fucking win. That's a superstar team. We just want to take groups, ideally groups or single players, and that's it. So I think the best potential group for the Browns would be the Legion of Boom. And I've seen that suggested a couple times. I don't know if it's been in the comments or on live streams, but I think we'll try. We'll give that a try after this. But hopefully we get a Super Bowl win here, and the series can at least have one Super Bowl title to its name by way of the Seattle Seahawks, a.k.a. the Dallas Seagirls. The Seattle Seagirls. Let's see what we can do. 3rd and 1. Jimmy Graham is very good. You know what's bullshit? I watched like probably 10 minutes of those the Madden Bowl. Fucking everyone just does this like fullback dive thing with Jimmy Graham. It looks like the greasiest thing ever. It's like, you're fucking pro. You're supposed to be good at this. That's why. If the fucking best players play like the assholes that make me not want to play online, like that gives me no hope at all that I can ever play online in Madden and enjoy it. Like, I like to be in the room with the person so that if they start being like an asshole, I can fucking hammer them in the arm and they'll stop playing like a pussy. Boom! Tyler Lockett, the Lockett Rocket, gets us tied up in this ball game. Sam Shields ain't got nothing. Third down alert. Certainly. Get that bootleg. Let's get Russell Wilson moving on the pocket. This was actually one of the first times I've actually played with Russell Wilson here in this Madden game, and I'm liking it. I like the mobility, his throwing, everything's looking good here. If I played Ultimate Team, Russell Wilson may be my quarterback of choice. Usually it's Ben Roethlisberger, because obviously I don't play it enough, or I'm going to spend enough of my real fucking money to get like a Don McNabb or Randall Cunningham. All right, let's run this. Let's give it a little power. Let's run behind this fucking Cowboy offensive line, right? Boom. There you go. People say Zeke Elliott makes it look easy. No shit. I was a running back in high school. I guarantee that I would have fucking... I'm not going to say I'm going to have the year, but I'd say I'd probably have the fucking average yards per carry or yards before contact that Ezekiel Elliott would have. That's the point that I want to make. Like, I could get behind that line untouched as much as Ezekiel Elliott was. Maybe not as much. All right, let's bring out dial down maybe the Cowboy bias. Not as much, but it'd be fucking similar. All right, I think pretty much what I'm saying is, in my heyday, any solid athlete would be able to look not shit behind the Cowboys' offensive line. That's probably the best way to word it. Take back anything else I said. Trying to humble brag or anything like that. Like, if you took any athlete that's not a football player, took Michael Phelps. All right, here you go, Michael Phelps. Or no, who's that short black chick that was a great gym? Simone Biles. All right, guarantee Simone Biles would have success, I guess. I can't say similar because she's not a football player, and obviously Zeke Elliott's one hell of a running back. She'd look not like a fucking 5'0". What? She's not even that. Remember, I saw a picture of her standing next to Shaq. Simone Biles would have great looking stats for what she is behind the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. All right. Let's get ourselves a touchdown here. No real speedsters oppose Lockett. Let's just keep feeding him. Go no huddle. Here with a shark running back wheel. I tell you what, Bobby, Lady Bird. Oh, fuck off. That's what I'm watching right now, guys. People don't want to know, like, always what I'm watching. I didn't download because downloading is illegal. I found every episode, every season of King of the Hill, and I'm watching King of the Hill. Underrated show. Lady Bird. I can't. I don't have a good fucking Hank Hill impression. Great show though. Fucking love that show. Underrated show. Wish it made a comeback. I'm telling you right now. All right. Maybe it's just Canada. Maybe it's just because I grew up on it. King of the Hill is 10 times better than Bob's fucking Burgers. I can tell you that right now. Bob's Burgers, really? Just stick to Archer. All right. That's what grinds my gears. Like Mike Judge is hilarious. Silicon Valley is a hilarious show, and they canceled like the reboot of Beavis and Butthead. That was good. I don't know why they got rid of that. They're whoring Mike Judge. Mike Judge needs to be making as much content as possible. It's like Mike Judge is me, and then every other comedy is like the fucking Ultimate Team, cringy, just fucking horrible Madden YouTubers out there. You know. They seem to get all the breaks, while my shit's the best, in my biased opinion. There you go. Nice little touchdown there to Jimmy H. Graham. Oh, they equalized. All right. They ain't rolling over. They got Aaron Rodgers, a.k.a. I win MVP more often than not in a Madden season. Oh, they get a bite. Oh, look at that. Wide open, make that throw. Hit Luke Wilson, double L, the Canadian Dream with the fucking long locks. Downfield, excellent pocket. That you can just really see the Dallas Cowboy offensive line coming into play here. As we opt not to go with the C4 special, we'll throw it up here. Maybe we get Paul Richardson, a.k.a. I'm Odell Beckham Jr. for the playoffs. Oh, that was bad. He still makes a fucking play. That should have been an interception. There we go. We got fucking Russ Wilson do a little junkyard dog out there. As you can tell, I have had my Mountain Dew this afternoon. And by afternoon, I mean it's fucking 10:30 at night. I was thinking about live streaming, but I decided, let's just stay hype. Let's get this done. As that's a pick six. Nothing the Dallas Cowboy offensive line could do about that one. Russell Wilson's trying to make a play. That was horrible. We just gave away all the momentum. Okay. Well, it looks like they've had, 2 turnovers. Maybe they probably didn't have a pass that was as bad as that. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. All right, let's just run this shit and kick a field goal. Or at least run and get the clock going. We kick a field goal, this game's over. We should be able to take it down to the 2-minute warning. Maybe I'll even punch this in because we got that Cowboys O-line, though. The fuck was that? Chew the clock out a little bit. That was like 10 seconds. 10-second runoff. There we go. Oh, there you go. Lockett rolls forward. 4 touchdowns, 2 picks for Russell Wilson. Not my finest performance. Shout out to, speaking of performance, shout out to George St. Pierre, Canadian icon, just walking his way back into a title match against Michael Bisping. Just fucking cuts the front of the line. I love it. As there goes Thomas Rawls. What do you guys think about Thomas Rawls? Is the jury still out on him? Is he a good back or not? Excuse me. That's a little Wendy's right there. That's one of the things I got to think about with Thomas Rawls. It still seems like, it's open. The running back battle is open between him and Procise. But everyone thought Rawls was going to be the heir to beast mode Marshawn Lynch there in Seattle. He didn't look too bad. He looked in that their first playoff game, I think it was. He had himself a nice afternoon. All right, let's go Hauschka. Boom. Right down the middle of the Hawkeyes. There we go. We going to the Super Bowl. We going to the ship. What? Anyone know what movie that's from? Fucking Hardball. Greatest movie ever. What? R.I.P.G. baby. You know? I remember watching that shit. I remember I used to go down to the fucking... showing my age. I remember I used to go down to the gas station. I used to rent movies. And we used to rent Hardball all the friggin' time. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. Cause I see some ladies tonight that could be having my baby. Baby. Remember there's a dude that can only pitch if you listen to Big Papa by Biggie? And you had Keanu Reeves fucking being a father figure to half these underprivileged youths. Great movie. Alright, so getting ready for Super Bowl Lee against the Buffalo Bills. And let's see if the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, relocating the entire O-line, was enough for the already talented Seattle Seahawks to win themselves the Super Bowl. This is pretty much going to be, is C4 going to fuck up a sure thing? Is he going to fuck up winning the Super Bowl here with the Seattle Seahawks? It's at this point, before we get ready to make our greatness on that field. If you haven't subscribed, well, I'm going to talk this probably another 5 minutes. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe right now. As always, leave a comment in the comment section below about suggestions that you could potentially see me doing here on a Super Bowl or bust series. I have 8 more ideas that I already wrote down, but I don't have enough time to come up with the creative genius ideas as much as you guys do, because I got to work on draft content. I got to work on, legendary college rosters. I got to work on legendary Madden greats, the all-time Madden greats. There's a bunch of shit that I need to be working on. So if you guys could do a little bit of legwork for me here and shoot me some ideas, I will appreciate it. And I will reward you by doing said video. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh, yeah. That way good. There's Gilmore. Hopefully a future Philadelphia Eagle. That probably could be dated depending on when this video comes out. It could already be, foregone conclusion where Gilmore's going to end up. Hopefully he comes to Philly. As we get off to a horrible start, but we're able to recover the fumble. Very alert play. I don't know who that was. I don't know who that was that went to sack me, but that was very rude. Of course, it came from Doug Freeside because he's a fucking buster. Paul Walker. Who invited the buster? Horrible bunt. Okay. Note to self. Buffalo is not fucking around here in the Super Bowl. I guess Super Bowl or bust, it could be defined as making it to the Super Bowl successful. I say that after we just got absolutely demolished on our opening drive. 57-yarder. That is very tough. And we made, though. Hauschka, baller. I don't know what the fuck Seattle was thinking bringing in Blair Walsh. Hauschka is an animal. All right. Not looking great. Gonna need a touchdown here. On 3rd and 3. Let's go C4 special. Super important play, so we got to go with the play. Strong toss. Run it like how the Rams used to with Eric Dickerson. Every play Eric Dickerson had that rookie year. Remember the year that everyone kept referring to that Zeke might catch up to? If you ever watched any of the tape from that year, every fucking play Dickerson got, well, not every, like 85% of them were fucking tosses. That's why he had such a strong year. He's the, obviously, somehow, some way, a time travel, some Rick and Morty shit was going on. They realized, they watched my content on YouTube, they say, holy fuck. You can just dominate with pitch plays? And then, obviously, that's what made... I made Eric Dickerson, is essentially what I'm trying to say right now to all you. Eric Dickerson, he's on the Donald Trump show. Can't remember the name of it. He owes that to me. Fucking making goggles cool. He owes that to me. Fucking ruining SMU University. He owes that to me. Just step up in the pocket. We'll slide here because they ain't fucking around. They got a good defense. Good offense, too. They fucking 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, looks like. All right. Let's go to the very overpowered Jimmy Graham. Oh, that wasn't very accurate. Russell. I can't be the only guy that when you looked at Russell Wilson's Twitter name, I thought it was Dang Russ, like it's dangerous is his name. I always thought it was because he capitalized it. I was like, oh, what the fuck does Dang Russ mean? Is that some sort of slang that I'm unaware of? As we get pummeled. We got forced fumble. Didn't even hit the ground. Fell into number 30's arms. This game is a shit show confirmed. I'm surprised I won't get a touchdown here. Let's just see what the computer can do. I mean, the computer got them to the fucking playoffs here. As we settled for a field goal. This game's looking like it's pretty over. Guess we'll pick it up here on 4th down. 4th and inches. We got to go play action pass because, you know, it's what you do. Oh, Luke Wilson. Trash. Buddy, trash. I think that's going to be it. That was our last hope. So, I mean, depending on how you define Super Bowl or bust, we made it to the Super Bowl. So I guess, I mean, this series might have some promise after all. Unfortunately, we weren't able to win the big one, but moving the Dallas Cowboys offensive line to the Seattle Seahawks gave them great success here in 2016. So as always, guys, this is your first time stopping by. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to shoot some ideas, suggestions in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. That's how I know, that's how I can tell if you guys liked it or not. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out. Yeah, that's how I'll end it.